So, MPW is dead, but, I don't give it up. I come up with some sort of amazing plan and bring you another series. Now, the reason MPW is dead is I was not enjoying booking it. It had, like the Jesse Ventura, every single series we've got, including WWE Weekly, has a backstory to how it became to be the way I'm booking. MPW didn't. It was Jim Crockett, and it never was the series I wanted it to be, but I didn't want to just give up. So this has got backstory. This has got a reason behind it, and you'll all find out what that is in an alternative universe. Something happened at WrestleMania 1, hence why the Mac is going to be WrestleMania 1. But we're going to do an entire year, so we're going to go from October 1985 up to October 1986. Like we did with the original Impact Wrestling series, which is still going to be ongoing. We're going to have two series now in 1985. So there'll be WWF 1985, there'll be TNA Wrestling 1985, Impact Wrestling 1987, which is now in 1988 or 89, I think it's 88. And then you've got WWF 1994, WWE Weekly, and Impact Wrestling. So yeah, there you have 5 series. There will be another series coming out very soon, but we've got 180 people at the Tampa Superdome. This is based out of the Florida southeast. And then me and Gene Okerlund stood in the ring, because this is his company. He's Jamie's Punsit. He's got an initial rating of average, 54 C- for him, not bad. He goes, thanks for coming out tonight and welcome to TNA Wrestling. WrestleMania, I said something and I expressed my discomfort of it, and I got fired. I sat at home with my money, and so many months later, I'm here in this ring with my own company. Tonight, you're going to see names that are new to the business, and tonight, we've got a huge main event where the man they call Vader will take on Kurt Hennig to become the first ever TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, on with our first match. So the idea is Gene Okerlund says something to Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. Vince didn't like it and he got himself fired for it. Many months later in October, he's sat at home and he's been working on it. And in October he decides he's going to open his own wrestling company to compete and build up and compete eventually with WWE. So this is called Maximum Impact. This will eventually, of course, become its anniversary. Bound for Glory will be in January of every year. I will not be setting Bound for Glory as the season finale this year. It'll just be a random pay-per-view, because I'll have Slammiversary as our season finale. So the storylines I've got set up can go on for the first year of the company. And you'll recognise a lot of the wrestlers, and a lot of the wrestlers everyone you'll know. So in about that decent wrestling, but non-existent crowd heat, Rory Brookside defeated Juice for the Liger in 11:45 by penalty Iconic Slam. Rory Brookside 28, Juice for the Liger 52. No appearance. So he's got his cocky youth gimmick, it's got to show great. Rory Brookside's game plays gimmick. Juice for the Liger Young Lion, average of 44D to open up the night, not bad. In a decent match, Mick Foley and defeated Sabu in 1v1 by pinfall in a Falls Count Anywhere match by pinfall the pile driver. Sabu Shriek is showing a great extremist above average. Sabu 38, Mick Foley 39. No work for his 39D-. In above that, good wrestling and detail to crowd, Owenhart defeated Tracy Smothers in 11-12-23 by submission after sharpshooter after blatantly cheating. Typical sort of independent company sort of stick. Owen Hart, David Old School heel gimmick, initial of average, badass for Tracy Smothers, very average. Owen Hart 56, Tracy Smothers 39, no Chris 51D+. In a decent match, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Ali Park by pinfall the Big Splash in 12-10. The Ultimate Warrior Davies Power and Pate, poor. Old School heel above average. This is the original Ali Park, this is not Bellow Sexy. Not doing that stick we've got going on in Impact. Ultimate Warrior 35, Ali Park 39, 40, 39D-, cannot complain with that. Not bad. Good match. This is even better, 30, 53C-. Jeez. In about that, good wrestling and decent match for the crowd. Yokozuna defeated the Great Muta in 14-26 by pin with a bonsai drop. Yokozuna monster heel. Got a shouldn't have average. Yokozuna's visible time towards the end. Great Muta. Badass, very good. So Yokozuna 29. Muta 65. Yokozuna performance and Muta performance 53C-. It's not a bad match, so open up the night really. In a decent match, Shawn Michaels defeated Sting in 15:02 by pin of the rope while using the rope to leverage. Sting 43, Michaels 39. He's got his old school face, gun train of average. Prima Donna below average, a 42D, not bad. And our main event, in an exceptional match, Vader defeated Kurt Hennig in 2012 by pinfall by using non-title tactics. Vader wins the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Vader 59, Kurt Hennig 72. No work points. Vader's got his monster gimmick, very good. Kurt Hennig, second generation, very good. A 61C, not bad. Main event. So we end our show with our first show of 57C minus. That is how we brought Kurt Hennig in as a like our big name guy who's going to be working for the company over the next year, helping build the company up. Don't think just because Vader has won the title, we're putting Kurt Hennig to the curb. It's to help the storyline go on, which is the 3 storylines I've got. 3-star popularity in one region, which is what we wanted. And I'll see you next month for another, because I'm going to do the entire year, so I'll see you next month for the next live event on TNA Wrestling Live. Welcome back. Part 2 of the TNA series. As you saw in the last one, we did episode 1. This was set up. So today I'm going to start uploading all of these, except for MPW. MPW is going to be... So there's going to be an episode missing this week. I've decided that MPW is just going to die in silence. Like, you're never going to get to see the final episode. I'm joking. I'm going to put the final episode up to say this, and then tell people it's the final episode. Next week it change. But yeah, all of this will be going up today. Of course, you've got your weeklies, which is making me very nervous, because I've got a whole 5 weeks of pay-per-views coming up. And I haven't really been booking the big Evolution. I ain't got any plans for it. I've got 2 matches planned for Evolution, which you'll find out. And I've got, well, you'll know by now, and I've got 2 matches, and that's about it. But anyway, let's go down here. So Kurt's in the ring, and he comes down to the ring, and it's the opening of the show. 49D plus, not bad. 111 people tonight. Kurt comes out, last month right here in this ring, I face Vader. I should be coming out here, your TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Well, I'm not. No, why? Because that big brute Vader kicked my ass, but I fought back. You see, the only way he could beat me, could win, was by cheating. Cheating to win. And now tonight, me and Sting will team up, and this time, I'll take down Vader. And Vader comes down and goes, look at this, the biggest crybaby in this company. 1 month ago, I kicked your ass. And I did not treat, so what if I did? Your stupid fans. So what if I did? These stupid fans are all that matters is this. The title's around my waist, and it's going to happen tonight. But this time, me and Shawn Michaels will take out you and Sting. But as Kurt drops the mic and it's an all-out brawl and attack. But then me and Gene step in the ring and the ref, because we ain't big enough to high security yet. Maybe in a few months' time. And then Gene gets in and he goes like, don't you dare. I understand you're pissed, but keep control for TNA Wrestling. Don't show us up. And then they basically put Waters back. We open up tonight in a decent match. Chris Benoit defeated Razor Ramon in 7:44 by Pinnacle Dragon Suplex. Razor Ramon badass gimmick. Scottish show very good. Chris Benoit Rabid Wolverine awful. Razor Ramon 69. Chris Benoit 29. No work points 51D plus. In a decent match, LA Park defeated Mick Foley in 7:51 by pinfall while using the ropes to leverage. Mick Foley 43. LA Park or Parker 39 and 43D. No work points. In a decent match, Tracy Smothers defeated Robbie Brookside in 11:36 by pinfall Southern Kick. All these 2 have great chemistry in their performance. Nice. Tracy Smothers 42. Robbie Brookside 30. No work points 39D minus. Screws for the coffin. In about that good wrestling and decent match, the crowd, Juice von der Liger defeated Sabu in 12:24 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. Juice von der Liger 57. Sabu 41. No work points 52D plus. In about that great wrestling and decent match, the crowd, the Great Muto defeated Owen Hart in 13:06 by pinfall. Owen Hart 51, Muto 55. No work points 55C minus. In a decent match, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Yokozuna in 12:04 by pinfall the Big Splash. Yokozuna is visibly retiring. Ultimate Warrior 34. Yokozuna 30. 33 plus, not bad. Then in about that superb wrestling and great heat, you get a 60C for our main event tonight, which is great. Sting and Kurt Hennig defeat Vader and Shawn Michaels in 1938 when Kurt Hennig defeats Shawn Michaels by pinfall the Hennig Plex. In terms of wing work, Kurt Hennig was head shoulders with an out, that's fine. Kurt Hennig 82, Sting 47, Shawn Michaels 40, Vader 66, and Sting and Kurt Hennig showed us come together. Nice, Vader and technical. Kurt Hennig came out this match looking good with 82, you got 66, you got Sting 47 and Shawn Michaels 47. When the show there was a 60C main event, we get a 57C minus. Increase our popularity in one region because we ain't got no TV deals to show the event song yet, which I'm hoping will happen very soon. Vader, and I'm going to give it to, I think the actual answer is going to be the Great Muta. So, praised, and praised. Hennig was pleased, Vader seemed pleased, and the Great Muta seemed pleased. I forgot to advance the Great Muta storyline with Yoko. Oh dear, I was meant to do that in one of the matches. Oh well, I'll see you guys live again next month for another edition of TNA Impact Wrestling. Going to be changing the backdrop for next year in just a little bit, but welcome back. This time we're in December. This is the final show of the year after our first 3 shows. This is Final Revolution 1985. Opens up with 37D minus. I did think it would do that, but that's fine. And Sean comes out and he goes, and the fans are booing and goes, "Will you shut up and listen? Last month I lost because Vader could not do his job and break up the pinfall. You see, this is our third ever show. And it's time you saw I'm the future of the company with Vader's title, and Vader's title should be around my waist. You see it? You see it? Him in the posters. Look at that post on the back wall. It looks awful." And the that goes, "Really? It's awful? Why? It's probably that nobody likes you. You're just a heartbreak kid. And you see, they were expecting the Rock as Shawn Michaels, but no, you come and you're this loser. You like to cheat your way to win." You see, TNA Wrestling, home to great wrestlers, and you're not one of them until you sharpen yourself up. Now I got a match, so if you don't mind, leave. 370 minus, 115 people tonight. I think we're sold out, which is good. In about that good wrestling, a decent crowd. Sting defeated Owen Hart in 10:40 by pinfall. Owen Hart 58, Sting 43. Sting improving in Technor 54C minus. In a decent match, Mick Foley defeated Sabu in 12:25 by pinfall with the double arm DDT. This was a hardcore match. So, yep, 39D minus, can't complain. In above that good wrestling and decent crowd, the Great Muta defeated LA Park in 9:37 by pinfall. LA Parker 39, the Great Muta 65, Noah Quince 57C minus. In a decent match, Juice from the Liger defeated Robbie Brookside in 12:01 by pinfall. The Liger Bomb, Robbie Brookside 29, Liger 51 at 44D. In a decent match, Trace Smalls defeated Yokozuna 7:42, and Yokozuna counted out after being attacked by the Great Muta. Yokozuna 33, Trace Smalls 39. He's improving in Rumble. The Japanese Royal Storylines advanced segment but lost heat at 38D minus. In a superb match, Kurt Hennig defeated Shawn Michaels in 12:28 by submission. Shawn Michaels 42, Hennig 68, and a main event 52D plus. In a bit of great wrestling, great heat and good wrestling, Vader defeated Ultimate Warrior in 14:32 by pinfall the powerbomb. Vader makes defense number 1 of his TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Ultimate Warrior 36, he's also going by his gimmick Vader 59. Ultimate Warrior in Rumble. Now next month will become our WrestleMania, but it isn't going to be our WrestleMania for just a bit. So next month, these are the matches we're going to be doing. Vader will be taking on Kurt Hennig. Oh, we did have no Razor Ramon match tonight. Razor Ramon was not in action. That's fine. Sting will be taking on Shawn Michaels. There we go. Sting versus Shawn. I should have checked that to make sure everyone had a match, but I didn't, so that's fine. Means we're probably saving a bit of money. Shawn Michaels versus Sting. And then, of course, Yokozuna will be taking on the Great Muta in action as well. Also on that night, I'm just going to get the main eventers booked for you guys. Tracy Smothers and Razor Ramon will be in some form of action. I should have had Razor Ramon in action tonight, really. Upper mid-carders, who we got? Get all his matches, but Ultimate Warrior will be taking on Owen Hart because the other two are in action. But there we go, that match will be happening. Let's go down to the mid-carders. Mick Foley will be in action. He'll be facing Robbie Brookside because, you know, that works. Mick Foley versus Robbie. Trying to get all the matches booked for you as quick as possible here, guys, so you're not going to be hanging around for too long. LA Parker, Juice von der Liger, is he got positivity? So it's probably better to put him up against Sabu, and that leaves. Who does that leave? I know the roster's even, but Benoit, yeah, Chris Benoit, and I don't think, and not Sabu. Heels, yeah, it's Sabu, isn't it? Let's have a look. The Great Muta, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Tracy Smothers, Owen Hart, Warrior, Mick Foley versus Robbie Kearney versus Vader. So yeah, it is Benoit and Sabu. Okay, that's fine. That's my fiance texting me. So sorry about that, I just got a bit confused there. But yeah, Chris Benoit, everyone will be in action next month. 52B plus. And we're going to end the show like that. A 53C minus. Not our best show. We had 57 normally, but hopefully that will push us to the edge of being regional so I can bring in some more faces and have a bigger and better shows than we've been doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you at the next month with a brand new back screen and everything else. We'll see you next month for Bound for Glory. Thanks for watching. Welcome. The show should have been a little bit longer. I'll be sorting out for next month. But in a decent pre-show match, Razor Ramon defeated Trace Smalls in 7:46 by pin of the Razor's Edge. Razor Ramon 64, Trace Smalls 38. Trace Smalls improved in performance for 58C-. 47D to open up tonight, and we have Jim Ross, and we'll keep his name secret for a minute. Hello and welcome, wrestling fans. Tonight we have matches that have been hotting up, and you would have seen them over the past week on your local TV channel. So we've tried to deal with them, and we've asked them, "Oh, can you show our fast 3 shows from October, November, and December?" And they went yes. And this channel is bringing you TNA Wrestling across the southeast, and we've got a new home. And next month, 2 weeks before a big event, 1 hour live, Maximum Impact returns every month now. Instead of Rick Steen, who's been my colour commentator the past few shows, joining me on the WF, Jesse Ventura. And just goes, my good friend got fired, and so I left, and I've made my way to Impact. Tonight is going to be the biggest night in Impact, and let's hope Vader wins. Let's get this show underway, shall we? So he's a heel, so I'm going to hint at that. 47D, but we're going to change all the storylines around tonight. In a decent match, the Great Muta defeated Yokozuna in 7:45 by pinfall 49D+. Great Muta 57, Yokozuna 32. No work improvements, 49D+. In about that decent match, then with a retreat, Roy Brookside and LA Park. Because I put Sabu in 2 matches, LA Park we needed in the match. Defeat Chris Benoit and Mick Foley in 8:22, and Roy Brookside defeat Mick Foley by pinfall the Iconic Slam. Mick Foley 42, Benoit 40, LA Park 41, at Roy Brookside 47. Benoit in performance and Roy Brookside in techno 43D. In a decent match, Owen Hart defeated the Ultimate Warrior in 7:38 by submission on a sharpshooter. Owen Hart 59, Ultimate Warrior 41. No work improvements, and we've got a problem at the announce desk already. Damn. In above that decent wrestling cheat, Sabu defeated Juice from the Liger in 8:14 by pinfall the triple jump moonsault. Sabu 44, Juice from the Liger 61. No work improvements 58C-. This is Sabu's first win. In a decent match, Sting defeats Shawn Michaels in 14:42 by pinfall the Stinger Splash. Shawn Michaels 41, Sting 45, no work improvements 38D-. An exceptional match, Ted DiBiase defeated Bret Hart in 9:40 by pinfall the Handful of Tights. Bret Hart 79, Ted DiBiase 85. He's David's old school face, condition of average, old school heel. Gimmick commissioner in the legendary for welcome Ted DiBiase to the company. In a Bowehead Fantasy and Great Wrestling, Jim Neidhart defeated Honky Tonk Man 11:54 by pinfall the Anvil Flatliner. Jim Neidhart 66, Honky Tonk Man 58. Badass and showing very good. Elvis impersonator below average. No work improvements. Welcome Jim Neidhart. 66C+, nice. In an exceptional match, Jerry Lawler defeated Larry Zbyszko in 14:11 by pinfall the Pile Driver. Larry Zbyszko 71, Jerry Lawler 77. Larry Zbyszko old school face above average. Jerry Lawler old school heel. Gimmick, showing awful. 76B-. Holy crap. In a bad great heat and decent wrestling, the Ugandan Giant defeated Barry Orton in 15:05 by pinfall the Giant Splash. The Ugandan Giant 48, Bob Orton 34. Bob Orton improved in Rumble. The Ugandan Giant is debuted as Savage, all for old school face average. 45D. And the video place, I've got your main event, which is not going to be good as the rest of the show, which is why all the stories will be changing at your first edition of Maximum Impact. 41D. But you get 63C, I can't complain with that. Vader got 61, holy shit. In a superb match, Kurt Hennig defeated Vader in 20:05 by pinfall the Henning Plex. He is now your TNA World Heroic Champion. Vader in Techno, no complaints there. Kurt Hennig 68, Vader 61. Vader in Techno. We're going to end the show there with 64C. That is what we're talking about. Increase our popularity in one region, because even though we're on TV, we're only on TV in that region for now. I am going to have to give it to Kurt, Jerry Lawler, and Larry Zbyszko. So I expect Jerry Lawler or Ted DiBiase to be in the main event scene with Kurt Hennig over the next few months. Kurt, I'm very happy Jerry Lawler and Larry Zbyszko soon, please. We'll see you guys live again at Maximum Impact. Thanks for watching. Welcome to your first ever live Maximum Impact. We opened up with 64C for me, Gene Oakland, in front of 385 people at Full Sail University. I don't know why we're there. I've got to set up the arena. But Mean Gene comes out and he goes, now, if you've seen the posters, a four-way tag match featuring the Golden Boys versus the Heart Foundation versus the Heavy Hitters versus the Blade Runners. I can confirm that match will be for the Tag Team Championships and will debut in 2 weeks, which will debut at 2 weeks of Backlash. Also tonight, I've picked 4 guys to face off to become the first ever X-Treme Champion
But that match will be very different, as we're going to put 4 metal posts in the corners. Then ropes from them crossing in the middle where the X Division title will be. The object is to get on the ropes and retrieve the title and become the first X Division champion. The match will be Ultimate X, and boy, it's going to be a fun one. Now on with the action, because we live on TV. So, yeah. So you've got Chris Benoit, LA Parker, Cheeseman Liger, and Owen Hart. Face, heel, face. Swear LA Parker is a heel. If I've got that wrong, let's have a look. Where is he? Yes, he's a heel. Good, because you got you. But yeah, it's your Ultimate X match in Asia Golden Boys. Roy Brookside, Stephen Regal. Blade Runners, of course, Sting and Ultimate Warrior. Heavy hitters, you'll find out. And the Hart Foundation, you can find out who they are tonight. Of course, you hopefully know who the Hart Foundation is. In a very decent wrestling in the match, the Golden Boys defeated Blade Runners at 754 when Stephen Regal defeated Sting by pinfall. Ultimate Warrior's Game gimmick, Stephen Regal, old school heel. Got showing great. I need to sort that out. Ultimate Warrior 41, Sting 43, Stephen Regal 33, Roy Brookside 38. Sting and Fly and Roy Brookside improving performance at 34 plus. Not a bad way to open. In a decent match, Yokozuna defeated Tetsuya Fujima in 7:35 by pinfall the Bonsai drop, 57C minus. Tetsuya Fujima, legitimate athlete, gimmick, condition of average. Yokozuna 35, Tetsuya Fujima 64. No work minus 57C minus. Terry Funk's in the back. He's not wrestling tonight, but he makes his appearance known. In 2 weeks' time, I arrive in TNA. I'm going to face this honky tonk man. Now I'm going to make an impact. You want hardcore? I'm here to give you it. Mick Foley and Sabu have got nothing on me. And boy, honky tonk, you're going to go through hell. So another match for Backlash in 2 weeks' time. Backlash, Terry Funk will debut. I want to do a full year before I start doing TV shows. And he will be facing the honky tonk man. He's our final signing along with Tetsuya Fujima and someone else who's not on the show, but he will be appearing. In the battle of great wrestling and good heat, the Hart Foundation defeated Owen Hart and LA Parker in 7:55 when Bret Hart defeated his brother Owen Hart by pinfall the heart attack and turns ring Bret Hart essential alerts. LA Parker. Jim Dean Hart 70, Bret Hart 81, LA Parker 45, Owen Hart 60, LA Parker in technical, Bret Hart flying, Jim Dean on performance. Those that I probably will remove that tag team quite quickly out of the tag team division and hire a new tag team to replace them, just because of how good they are, how good Bret Hart is in wrestling, really. 71C plus, I might change that and bring in another babyface team. Hart Foundation are celebrating a victory in the ring when the heavy hitters were in, Uganda Giant and Vader, beating them down to the mat at 54C minus. In about that decent wrestling, the cheat Sabu defeated Chris Benoit in 7:54 by pinning the triple moonsault jump. Sabu 47, Chris Benoit 44, no work points 40D minus. Video plays hyping up Ted DiBiase versus Kurt Hennig. In an exceptional match, Kurt Hennig defeated Ted DiBiase in 14:34 by pinning the Hennig Plex following through some Larry Zbyszko. Hennig makes first number 1 of his TNA World Championship. The Living Legend versus the Millionaire Asshole started with that, and that match will be happening live on pay-per-view. You see, the problem is Bret Hart isn't in the main event yet. Nor is Kurt Hennig. Don't need Kurt Hennig yet. Ted DiBiase and the Living Legend Larry Zbyszko will be wrestling live on pay-per-view. And then after the match, Joe Lawler. Kurt Hennig celebrates victory and Joe Lawler runs in and attacks him. Of course, they didn't have a match tonight. I will have to pay him, but how? It's an hour long. I ain't got time to put everyone on the show. So I'm going to, the important storylines are going to be kicked off and shown out to very well. And 53C minus, we're going to end the show there. 72B minus, not a bad show actually. That's quite a good one. So we're getting there. We're finally starting to make some points to what we need. Bret Hart. So I am going to be splitting up the Hart tag team straight off and changing that entire storyline around. I'm going to keep the Ugandan Giant and that in the tag team division, but I want to change him over for Bret Hart. So I'll see you guys live next month when we probably have 2 new heels and 2 new faces to take over the tag team division. Thanks for watching. We are live at Backlash, my friends. Welcome. Are you ready? We got 400 people at the Highlands and News Sun Centre tonight. And Gorilla Monsoon is redressing Ventura because Gorilla Monsoon's contract ended with the WWE. We got 55C minus for the open angle. And then they nicked Jim Ross. So I nicked Monsoon. Hopefully these two won't clash at the announce table. Monsoon goes, welcome. And your eyes are not mistaken. It's me, Gorilla Monsoon. On Impact Wrestling. My contract ran out and Vince let me go. Then it Jim Ross. So we swapped. Hope you like him. Because I know I'm now with my good friend Jesse Ventura. How do you feel? After having 2 years ago at Maximum Income, I'm nervous for the fans. And you can see behind us the Ultimate X. Now the Hart Foundation are single stars again, and that means a new team called the Nasty Boys are in our 4-way tag team match tonight. Kurt Hennig versus Joe Lawler is the main event, and there's so much going on tonight, and once it goes well, me and Gene introduce our first match, please, a 55 C-. Beautiful. In the battle, we had good heat and decent wrestling of 59 C-. And details crowd, Chris Benoit defeated LA Park, Juice van der Liger, and Owen Hart in an Ultimate X match in 15-18 when Benoit retrieved the item. He is your first ever TNA X Division champion, Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit 46, LA Park 49, Juice van der Liger 61, Owen Hart 57. Benoit in Performance and Owen Hart in Rumble, 59 C-. In a decent match, Mick Foley, Tetsuya and Tracy Smothers defeated Ricky Knight, Yokozuna and Sabu in 8-2 when Tracy Smothers defeated Sabu by pin with a Southern Kick. Tetsuya Fujima was headshots were ups. Ricky Knight was Rena Strikata and Performance, that's fine. Tracy Smothers 39, Tetsuya Fujima 64, Mick Foley 45, Sabu 46, Yokozuna 35, Ricky Knight 24, Mick Foley in Rumble 51D+. In a decent match, Jim Duggan and Barry Orton defeated Al Snow and Archangel in 7:34 when Barry Orton defeated Archangel by pin with a pile driver. Jim Duggan carried the match in ring performance, Archangel's wheeling. These two will get assigned after tonight. Barry Orton 31, Jim Duggan 68, Archangel 21, Al Snow 31. Jim Duggan in Techno and Archangel in Performance. Jim Duggan Davies Patriot, below average. Al Snow and Archangel have acted as their chemistry as partners. That's fine, 49D+, can't complain. So I was looking at wrestlers from the WWF we could steal to become heel and work with the company, and Hercules Hernandez has had only 2 matches from October last year, since October last year, and that was in December. So I thought, well, they're not using him, and he's on an exclusive pay-per-view contract. We can hire him, and he came to work for us. So welcome Hercules Hernandez. And in battle had fantastic and great wrestling, Hercules Hernandez defeated Jim the Dean Hart in 7:38 by pin with a backbreaker rack, 67C+. Hercules Hernandez, David is man beast gimmick, and he's rating above average. Jim Nadine 61, Hercules Hernandez 65. He's improving in performance, 67C+. Nice. In a battle had great wrestling and good heat. Shawn Michaels defeated Bret Hart in 10:02 by pin with a sweet chin music. Bret Hart 82, Shawn Michaels 43. Bret Hart improved in Rumble. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels have pretty good chemistry left in the match. Bret Hart's getting better his gimmick. 73B-, can't complain. In a decent match, the Heavy Hitters defeated the Golden Boys, the Blade Runners, and the Nasty Boys in 15:24 when Jay Sags eliminated first. They are gone. Nasty Boys are gone. Then Steven Regal, Golden Boys are gone, and it's down to the 2 rivals. The Ultimate Warrior, then Roy Brookside. Okay, everyone gets eliminated. So actually, it goes Jay Sags, Steven Regal, Ultimate Warrior, then Robbie Brookside, finally Brian Knobbs. The Heavy Hitters win the. Sting goes, and then Brian Knobbs goes. The Heavy Hitters win the TNA World Tag Team titles. In terms of ring work, Schrader was head, shoulders, and that's fine. Knobbs 23. Jay Sags 25, Steven Regal 37, Roy Brookside 43, The Ultimate Warrior 45, Sting 46, Vader 64, The Ugandan Giant 55, Sags in Rumble taking on performance of 52D+. The Heavy Hitters are now the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Nice. In a battle had great wrestling and a decent national crowd, Razor Ramon defeated the Great Muta in 8:22 by pin with a Razor Edge. Razor Ramon 60, Great Muta 64, Noah Capone 66C+. In an exceptional match, Larry Zbyszko defeated Ted DiBiase in 17:49 by pinfall. Good. Jesse Ventura and Guillermo Monsino put good coach and cool match together. That's good. Larry Zbyszko 72, Ted DiBiase 84. Larry Zbyszko in performance 78B. In an exceptional match, Honky Tonk Man defeated Terry Funk in 15:25 by pin with a shake, raffle, and roll. Honky Tonk Man 60, Terry Funk 75. Noah Capone 70C+. Video players hyping up Jerry Lawler vs Kurt Hennig. 78B. In an exceptional match, Kurt Hennig defeated Jerry Lawler in 2012 by pin for the Hennigplex. He makes defense number 2 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Jerry Lawler 80, Kurt Hennig 73. No welcome improvements of 78B. We're going to end the show there with a 76B-. That is what we want from our shows. Now, I'm going to give it to Hennig. I'm going to give it to Jerry Lawler. But I'm also going to give it to Larry. I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to give it to Larry Zbyszko. And Hennig's going to be ripped off, and Ted DiBiase. Because those guys did good, and they proved, 400 people, that this company is going to be worth something. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again for Maximum Impact in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for watching. There's already a mistake, but hey-ho, what the party is. Jerry Sags, it's meant to be Jerry Lawler, but I'm going to suffer. If any of you are wondering what the background is, it's these 2 people fighting on this DVD. It's the best background I could find for the rest of this year, unless it's WrestleMania 2 related for the WWF or any other promotion. So that's what you're going with. But Jerry Lawler comes out and he goes, right now, I should be a TNA World Champion. Because you lot loser fans distracted me, I lost my match. Now, Kurt, you got off lightly. And at Backlash, you see, on that night, I was a better wrestler. Now, tonight, the King of the Mountain tournament begins. And I'm going to be the King of the Mountain because the winner gets a shot at the World Champion. Kurt goes, really? You was the better wrestler, was you? If you was, you'd be standing standing there as the World Champion. But you're not. You're not. I'm out there with the belt. World Champion. Not there without this belt. You see, I am the champion. You can shut up now. And I'm going to join Monsoon and Jesse for the first round match. Yours. But I forget to put him on the commentary. But in about good heat and good wrestling, Jerry Lawler defeated Mick Foley in 7:35 by pin with a flying fist drop. Jerry Lawler 73, Mick Foley 42. No workman 65C. In above our good heat and decent wrestling, the heavy hitters defeat Barry Orton and Chris Benoit in 7:57 when Neil Gaiman joined to defeat Chris Benoit by the Giant Splash. In terms of Wingwork, Vader's heavy one above everyone else. Barry Orton was a weak link. Chris Benoit 38, Barry Orton 29. Vader 59, Neil Gaiman joined 54. That's because Barry Orton and Chris Benoit 0 chemistry partners, 57C-. After that, the Blade Runners run out and beat them down to the mat. That would lead to a match at Destination X, but I ain't going to book it because you'll ruin some surprises. In an extreme short match, Larry Zbyszko defeated Shinobu in 5:24 by pin with a shoulder breaker. Shinobu 40, Larry Zbyszko 71. No work for his debut. His glitter gimmick. It's going to be really great. If you don't know who that is, I will leave you in secrecy. In above a great wrestling and decent action in the crowd, Shawn Michaels defeated Tetsuya Fujima in 8:17 by pin with the sweet chin music. Tetsuya Fujima 65, Michaels 60, and no workman 66C+. And the video plays hyping up your main event tonight as Ted DiBiase will take on Terry Funk. In an exceptional match, Terry Funk defeated Ted DiBiase in 14:31 by pin with a handful of tights. Ted DiBiase 85, Terry Funk 74, the Living Legend versus the Millionaire Asshole storyline fantasy segment. Now, that does mean at your Destination X pay-per-view, you'll get the next round match as Jerry Lawler will take on Larry Zbyszko. And Terry Funk will take on Shawn Michaels. But you also can get your other 4 first round matches of Yokozuna versus Trace Smothers, Ricky Knight and the Great Muta, Jim Duggan and Haunted Mountain, and Hercules Hernandez versus Bret Hart. So if I go to this piece of paper here, so at the next pay-per-view, you get Larry Zbyszko and Jerry Lawler, Shawn Michaels and Terry Funk in the semis. Then you're going to get all these 4 first round matches as well. Then that will be cut down to this, and then on the next Maximum Impact 4 weeks time, I will do the final 2 of these matches, the semi-finals of this and the semi-finals of that. So at Destinate I think it's Lockdown next. Inside the Steel Cage, you'll get the finals, and I'm going to keep all the storylines I've got going on now. I'm going to go past Lockdown, Hard Justice, up to Slammiversary now, so I'm not changing anything until we get TV shows, and I'll do it every 3 pay-per-views. But yeah, 81B for the main event, I cannot complain. And after that, Terry Funk celebrates his victory, and Honk Tonk Man runs in attacks, beating down Terry to the mat. So is that going to play anything at Destination X? 75B-, I cannot freaking complain. Now, our best match of the night was between these 2 guys, so I think we did quite a good show there. I think we had some good matches in the first round. I think this is going to live up to what we want it to be. And of course, not everyone did appear on the card because we don't need everyone to appear because it's only an hour long and we're not paying everybody to turn up. So there you go. And we'll see you guys live for Destination X very soon. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. We're live. Destination X is 100% live. 474 people tonight. So, 4 wrestlers, saying no names, have decided not to turn up tonight. They were very important to the show. Or some of them were. So, henceforth, these matches have now been moved to this night. So, you can tell which wrestlers weren't here tonight. I think all of them are here apart from Yokozuna. So yeah, those 4 matches all happened at the start of the show, and I'm not going to do any angles on it. I'm going to get them through and out, and then I'm going to do the finals and the semi-finals and the finals Maximum Impact because I need that to finish at Destination at Lockdown because that's the plan, and I'm going to stick to that plan. I ain't going to fail at that plan. And now my phone has decided to sing, and I can't do anything about it. Shut up! You get me done for copyright. In a recent match, the heavy hitters defeated Nasty Boys in 14:22 and Vader defeated Jay Sachs by pin with the Vader Bomb. They make defense number 1 of their tag team title, TNA World Tag Team titles. In terms of ring with Vader's head, shoulders, advance, Jerry Sykes is the weak link, that's fine. Brian Knobs 36, Jerry Sykes 27, Vader 68, the Ugandan Giant 53, Vader in performance of 55C-. Nice way to open up the night. In above it, Superb Wrestling, Great Heat, Terry Funk defeats Shawn Michaels in 14:38 by pinfall with the Power Driver. Terry Funk 76, Shawn Michaels 61, no work improvements. And onto this page we go. So Terry Funk goes through to face Jerry Lawler later on tonight. 74B-, let's just minimise that, thank you. In the next exceptional match, Jerry Lawler defeated Larry Zbyszko in 15:24 by pinfall with the Power Driver. Jerry Lawler 78, Larry Zbyszko 71, no work improvements in ATP. In a decent match, the Ultimate Warrior defeated the Golden Boys in 7:46 when the Ultimate Warrior defeated Steven Regal by pinfall with a Big Splash. Ultimate Warrior 41, Steven Regal 32, Robbie Brookside 38, no work improvements. Yes, he's on his own tonight because Sting didn't bother to turn up. In a bad decent wrestling number treat, Tetsuya Fujima and Juice von der Liger defeat LA Park and Ricky Knight in 15:27 when Tetsuya Fujima defeat LA Park by submission on the Dragon Sleeper. Ricky Knight was streak link was fine. Juice von der Liger 61, Tetsuya Fujima 66, Ricky Knight 27, LA Park 44. No work points 57C-. In above that, good wrestling and decent national crowd, Sabu defeated the Great Muta in 15:09 by pinfall for the triple moon jump moonsault. The Great Muta 64, Sabu 46, Great Muta in performance of 60C. In above fantastic and great wrestling, Hercules Hernandez defeated Jim the Dinart in 15:10 by pinfall the backbreaker wreck. Jim the Dinart 69, Hercules Hernandez 59, no work with 68C+. In an extremely short match, Shinobi defeated Brian Adams in 3:35 by pinfall the moonsault. Brian Adams 29, Shinobi 46, no work with 47D, no clues to who that is yet. In a superb match, Owen Hart defeated Jim Duggan in 14:47 by pinfall. Jim Duggan 63, Owen Hart 60, Owen Hart in Rumble. Jim was saying a minor staph infection, great 65C, thank you. In above that, great heat and decent wrestling, Mick Foley defeated Honky Tonk Man in 15:03 by pinfall with the Power Driver. Honky Tonk Man 60, Mick Foley 44. Don't know why Owen Hart isn't announced there. Mick Foley in performance of 55C-. In above that, decent wrestling, Chris Benoit defeated Archangel in 14:42 by pinfall with the Dragon Suplex. Chris Benoit makes defense number 1 of his TNA X Division title. Archangel 29, Benoit 43. Archangel debuts Evil Incarnate, Scottish Reign above average. Archangel and technical performance of 40D-, not bad. In above it, superb wrestling and great heat, Bret Hart defeated Razor Ramon in 15:08 by submission and sharpshooter. Razor Ramon 65, Bret Hart 79, no work for 78B. And his signature pink glasses. In an exceptional match, Jerry Lawler defeated Terry Funk in 14:49 by pinfall with the Power Driver. Terry Funk 70, Jerry Lawler 73, no work for 76B-. The video plays hyping Ted DiBiase versus Kurt Hennig. In an exceptional match, Kurt Hennig defeated Ted DiBiase in 1944 by pinfall with the Hennigplex. Kurt Hennig makes defense number 3 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. No work for him, so we're going to end the show there. Increased our popularity in one region, I only advanced all story, which was the tag team story because of that match. But yeah, I had to throw something together very freaking quick, and that was what I came up with. So, yay. Because I was very annoyed that half of the roster wasn't here tonight, and I hate that about being this size company. Because they were all meant to be here, I checked it yesterday, they were all meant to be here, so I've answered the date, and then they don't turn up. Right, I'll see you guys live for Maximum Impact, where we're going to try and get this King of the Ring tournament down to the final 2 before lockdown. See you then. Thank you for watching. So, I already tried recording this. 484 now instead of 464. And advancing the storyline. Changed the amount of people turned up. Short match. Honky Tonk Man defeat Juice for the Liger in 5:14 by people of the straight roll and roll. Honky Tonk Man 60, Liger 62, Honky Tonk Man in performance 64C. In an extremely short match, the Great Muta defeat Ricky Knight 5:03 by pinfall. Ricky Knight 29, the Great Muta 64. No work improvements. In a extremely short match, Yokozuna defeat Tracy Mills in 4:39 by pinfall with the Bonsai drop. Yokozuna 40, Tracy Mills 39. Yokozuna in performance 42D. In an extremely short match, Bret Hart defeated Hercules Hernandez in 14:48 by submission and sharpshooter. Hercules Hernandez 55. Bret Hart 79. No work improvements 75B-. In a good wrestling and decent match from the crowd, Chris Benoit defeated Owen Hart in 5:50 by pinfall with the Dragon Suplex. He makes defense number 2 of his TNA X Division title, and at lockdown, that is going to be one of the matches of the night. It's going to be a 4-way. Have we got 4-way? I have to scroll all the way down. I'm just going to grab this and do that. Four-way cage. We seriously not got a four-way steel cage match. Oh, okay then. You'll find out on the night then, because I was going to book one match ahead of time, but for some reason I cannot find a 4v4 steel cage. Aha! Here we go. Average, brawl based, high spots based, modern. Right, modern it is. Right, and in that match will be Archangel, Owen Hart, Archangel. Benoit, of course, is our champion, and I'm going to put in someone who could do with a bit of a helping hand in the face department. I need someone, Barry Orton. There you go. So that's going to be a four-way steel cage match. Every match will be inside a steel cage, very much like the modern day or TNA's original lockdown. In the next short match, Honky Tonk Man defeated Great Muda in 5:29 by pin of the shake, rattle and roll. Great Muda 65, Honky Tonk Man 59. No occurrence. These two have great chemistry. Pretty good chemistry and showed their performance well. Oh, that's nice. In the next short match, Bret Hart defeated Yokozuna in 5:22 by submission of the sharpshooter. Yokozuna 39, Bret Hart 79. No occurrence 68C+. In a short match, the Nasty Boys defeated the Golden Boys in 5:18 when Jay Sags defeated Steven Regal by people of the double DDT. Regal 37, Roy Brookside 40, Brian Knowles 35, Jay Sags 26. Roy Brookside in performance, Steven Regal in performance. Nice, 38D minus. In main event night, Bret Hart taking on Honky Tonk Man, 75B minus. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Honky Tonk Man in 14:36 by submission of the sharpshooter after a stretch from Toe Funk. Honky Tonk Man 58, Bret Hart 84. No work appearance. That means that at lockdown inside that steel cage we have been mentioning for the finals of the thing. That's a brawl base. That's brawl base. They're all brawl breaking base. They're not a brawl match. Can we not just have a nice modern? You know, I want all of them to be modern so we can do escapes and pinfalls and stuff so I can edit them. But can we have a reg one, please? Thank you, reg lad. Yes, thank you, reg. Save. I'm trying to book something, and you know, it's not going to work. I can do an octagon. I can do an MMA match. Ken Shamrock, where are you when I need you? I ain't done that yet. I don't need to do that, but I'm doing it. Excuse the game while it sorts itself out and stops having a heart attack. Which it probably is doing. Right, there we go. Cage modern reg. So I'm going to be booking I'm going to be booking the matches for you now, so you can see all the matches what are going to be happening live on pay-per-view. Jerry Lawler versus Bret Hart in the finals of the King of the Mountain tournament. Yes, that's happening. I need someone really good who's a good heel, who's a brilliant wrestler, and that person, of course, will be Honky Tonk Man. Actually, he did really well in the tournament, so he's going to get to prove himself. He's going to get, you know, after doing really well tonight, he's going to get a chance against Kurt Hennig. Did I make that match steel cage? No, I didn't do it steel cage because I'm an idiot. So you just I said Honky Tonk Man and Kurt Hennig. I'm not booking all the matches. Well, I might as well book all the big important matches. 2v2, cage modern, brawl based. So I'm going to have to do the same here. Crate match, reg. And I'm just going to put reg here so that you can see. Because every match is going to be inside that steel cage. I'm just going to click that again so it comes up. And then click again. There we go. And that will, of course, be the Blade Runners of Sting and Thingamy taking on the team of the Heavy Hitters, the Ugandan Giant and Vader. I know it's Carmella or Camilla or whatever the hell his name is. I call him all sorts of things. Hercules Hernandez will be in action as well. And he will be in action against neither of those two people. He'll be taking on Jim Nadine Hart in action. That'll be quite a good one. Of course, we're going to have a create a match. So I'm going to use a steel cage, but I want it to be 1v1 cage. No, it's going to be called a cage weapons warfare match. Yep, there you go. Weapons warfare. Weapons is tables. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Scaffold still. Yep, that's everything. Overhead wires, nope. Pole bar by nope. So yeah, we'll just do that and that. Cage weapons warfare match. Who's that going to be between I Hear You Quiet? It'll be between Terry Funk and, of course... Oh no, I've already booked a man. Oops. Well, that's going to change because that's that match. I'm trying to make this episode flesh out, but for now, I don't know who's going to be taking on God knows who is going to be wrestling. Actually, I do know he's going to be wrestling Kurt Hennig. The main event's going to be Kurt Hennig versus Shawn Michaels because I know them two are very good in ring. So there you go. That's your main event, ladies and gentlemen. And I ain't put it inside the steel cage because every match I will book that night will be inside that steel freaking cage. So yes, Shawn Michaels will be getting a shot at the big time because he's been here since episode 1 and he deserves it. So there's Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Hennig. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you live next time for Lockdown, our next big show, where we'll find out who will eventually win that King of the Ring tournament. Thanks for watching, guys. Welcome to the first ever Lockdown. In front of 559 people at the centre stage for Loft. This is TNA Lockdown. Welcome tonight. Every match will be inside a steel cage. You can see behind us tonight 2 guys who have been here since day 1 will face for that world title when Shawn Michaels versus Hennig. The same way main event will see Bret Hart versus Jay Lawler for the King of the Mountain title. Who will come out on top? Only time will tell. Now joining for all the action tonight, Justin Bonaventura, before he goes away to film his film. I don't know if this will be his last show or the next month will be his last show. One of the shows will be his last one. And he's going away for a few months to film a movie. And he goes, thank you. I'm glad everything's outside the steel cage tonight, but it's going to be a great night of action, and I can't wait to see who comes out in the King of the Mountain match. I think Bret Hart might get an upset, but Shawn will be champion after the night. And he goes, before you annoy any more fans, Gene, get this underway, will you? Because of course he's a heel in the commentator, so he's going to say something nice, and then he's going to turn it on its head. So 660 plus, can't complain with that. And then a decent match, Chris Benoit defeats Shinobu, Owen Hart and Barry Orton cage match. In 1441, when Chris Benoit defeats Shinobi by pinfall the Dragon Suplex, he makes event number 3 of his TNA X Division title. Changed it from Archangel because I realised Archangel has been in a few matches and lost, so we're going to put him in a match tonight and let him have a win of 58C minus. Barry Orton 36, Shinobi 46, Owen Hart 62, Chris Benoit 54. Shinobi in performance and Owen Hart in Rumble. Barry Orton was the weakness through has in performance. Come on, Barry Orton, pick it up. In a very decent match of the crowd with Subpar Wrestling, Ricky Knight defeated Mike Rapid in 1v1 cage modern match in 1458 by pinfall the pile driver. Mike Rapid 35, Ricky Knight 29, no work appearance. And no, he's not getting a permanent deal. He's just here for Ricky Knight to get a win. In an exceptional match, Jim the Dean Hart defeated Hercules Hernandez in 1v1 cage match in 1506 by pinfall the Anvil Flatliner. Jim the Dean Hart 68, Hercules Hernandez 62, Hercules Hernandez and Technical 70C plus. I am not going to keep saying that. It's in a cage match. You all know that's still every match tonight's inside a steel cage. And above had great wrestling and a decent match in the crowd. Sabu defeated Great Muta in 1437 by pinfall the triple jump moonsault. I haven't got a clue how he'd do that inside a steel cage. Sabu 51, the Great Muta 66, Sabu in technical and performance. And I'm sure there is a bloody video online of him doing it. 64C, not bad. In a decent match, Archangel defeated Mick Foley in 9 minutes 39 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. Mick Foley 42, Archangel 31, no work improvements. Mick Foley's getting very gimmick. These two don't click, hence why the match was crap. In a decent match, the Golden Boys defeated the Nasty Boys in 12:42 when Steven Regal defeated Jay Suggs by pinfall. Brian Knobbs 40, Jay Suggs 31, Steven Regal 37, Roy Brookside 44. Roy Knobbs in technical, and you can see that was inside a cage as well. Everything's inside a steel cage. In a above had decent wrestling, Juice Wonder Liger defeated Brian Adams in a 1v1 cage modern match. One night deal to get him a win. 11:31 by pinfall the Shooty. Brian Adams 31, Juice Wonder Liger 63. Brian Adams in performance. I'm not interested. I'm going to take Archangel. So whoever's got the Liger Bomb is not going to like it anymore, and he's going to have the Liger Bomb. That's his finisher. In a decent match, Tracy Smalls defeated LA Parker in 9:36 by pinfall the Southern Kick. Tracy Smalls 38, LA Parker 48. No work improvements of 47D. In a good match, the Heavy Hitters defeat the Blade Winners in 14:38 when Vader defeats Sting by pinfall the Powerbomb. The Heavy Hitters make defense number 2 of their World Tag Team titles. Ultimate Warrior 43, Sting 63, 53. Vader 69, the Ugandan Giants 55. Vader in performance and the Ugandan Giant in technical 64C. Can't complain with that. In a bad fantastic hitting great wrestling, Tetsuya Fujima, Jim Duggan and Elias Bisco defeated Dave DiBiase, Razor Ramon and Yokozuna in a cage match in 15:20 when Tetsuya Fujima escaped the cage. In terms of ring work, Ted DiBiase and Charles Barrett, Yokozuna was the weakness in performance, that's fine. Lazy Bisco 65, Jim Duggan 66, Tetsuya Fujima 64, Yokozuna 38, Razor Ramon 61, and Ted DiBiase 79. Jim Duggan in Flying is 71C+. In the next exceptional match, Honky Tonk Man defeated Terry Funk in 15:25 by pinfall the Shake, Rattle and Roll. Honky Tonk Man 57, Terry Funk 74. No work improvements. That was a cage weapons warfare match. 71C+ with all the weapons. And then we get an interview with Jerry the King Lawler. And he goes, "Tonight, I've become the King of the Mountain, and that title can be carried around for a year. You see, me and Gene, this company of yours is stupid. Why would you hold every match inside a steel cage? You see, Brett, tonight I'm going to use it to destroy you. This is why tonight I will be the king." In an exceptional match, Jerry Lawler defeated Bret Hart in 21-13 by pinfall pile driver. Jerry Lawler wins the King of the Mountain title, and Bret Hart 79, Jerry Lawler 78. No work for an 82B. And then we see Kurt Hennig in the back, and he goes, "Now, in minutes I step inside the steel walls of that cage. Now I know that Jerry's got his shot at this, but tonight a guy's been here since night one. Shawn Michaels gets his shot. Tonight I got a challenger. But I tell you what, I'm going to come out fighting, and I'm going to be your reigning, defending TNA champion." 75B- in a battle at superb wrestling and good heat. Kurt Hennig defeats Shawn Michaels in 21:06 when Kurt Hennig escaped the cage. Kurt Hennig makes defense number 4 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Shawn Michaels 62, Kurt Hennig 74. Hennig in performance. The reason he escaped the cage will become very clear when Kurt Hennig celebrates victory in the ring when Jerry Lawler runs in and attacks him, beating Hennig down to the mat. No work from his 52D+. Well, we're going to end the show there as 75B. My friends, I know who's getting my speech tonight, because Jerry Lawler and Bret Hart should have been the main event. I should have given them that spot. But hey-ho, can't complain. They did a great match, and they blew me away. And I'm going to give it to Ted DiBiase as well. I'm going to praise everybody for their great performances. After 75B-, I cannot be angry with that. And well, guys, we'll see you live for another edition of Maximum Impact coming up in 2 weeks' time. Welcome back. So there's been a change of plan to story planning thanks to a arsehole known as the person I was about to give the title to and push into a feud with Lazy Bisco in the next episode. But that's not going to happen. I'm going to come up with something else pretty quick. And Kurt Hennig will tell us why. So, Jerry Lawler's TNA. So tonight, I'm going to kick his ass. Tonight, I'm going to send him packing with this title around my waist. 60C opening up. 500 people sold out at Full Sail University. Nice. In the next section match, the heavy hitters defeat Bret Hart and Jim Dean Hart in 8-10 when Vader defeated Bret Hart by putting the powerbomb. The heavy hitters made defense number 3 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. Bret Hart's head shoulders were nuts. The Ugandan drivers weak and string house in performance. That's fine. Jim Dean Hart's 70. Bret Hart's 83. Vader 72. Ugandan Giant 55. Vader in performance 74B-. In the next section match, Ted DiBiase defeated Lazy Bisco in 7:32 by pinfall. Ted DiBiase 82, Lazy Bisco 70. No work for 74B-. In a decent match, the Blade Runners defeated Sabu and Ricky Knight in 28-22 when Sting defeated Sabu by pinfall with a Stinger Splash. Ricky Knight 35, Sabu 55, Ultimate Warrior 40 and Sting 48. Sabu and Ricky Knight showed extra chemistry together. Well, there's a tag team for us to make permanent. Because I want to bring in another team anyway. I've got to bring in someone to replace 51D+. In a good match, Terry Funk defeated Yokozuna in 8-13 by pinfall the pile driver, following botched defense by Honky Tonk Man. Yokozuna 39, Terry Funk 78. No work improvements of 67C+. Video plays hyping up Jerry Lawler versus Kurt Hennig. In an exceptional match, Kurt Hennig defeated Jerry Lawler in 23-11 by pinfall the Hennig plex. He makes defense number 5 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Jerry Lawler 67, Kurt Hennig 75. No work improvements, 78B. Then Kurt Hennig celebrates victory in the ring when Shawn Michaels runs in and attacks, beating Hennig down into the mat. No worker improvements. The TNA Championship storyline advanced for segment but lost. Excuse me. 40D-. I just had my dinner. So yeah, the storyline is now Kurt Hennig versus Kurt Hennig. I don't know why is my fiance saying law at me? Jerry Lawler and so yeah, I'm going to be pushing Shawn Michaels to the main event scene to feud with Lazy Bisco. Is the plan? I don't know yet. Alright, we'll see you guys for the next pay-per-view, which I cannot remember what it is after lockdown. But I'll see you then for that very soon. Thanks for watching. So yeah, I did start this and I've kind of tried to work out why we got 1,431 people in the Midwest Ice Centre. The reason for that is we bought out UWA, a wrestling company from the Great Lakes. And they had more popularity in the Great Lakes than us, and we've took it over. So now we're more popular in the Great Lakes than we are in the Southeast. So I will be doing maximum impacts from the Southeast, our home base, and then everything else will be happening from the Great Lakes. But the Ugandan Giants game is going to make 6-2C, nice. So on to you guys, welcome to Against All Odds. Live tonight. Now with Jerry Lawler gone, tonight Kurt Hennig will face Shawn Michaels. Vader the Ugandan Giant will open up with an open challenge. Who answer? We'll find out in just a minute, but you'll notice standing with me is not Jesse, but the owner of TNA, Gene Oakland, as Mean Gene will be gone for 3 months, filming his next film. And he goes, well, this feels weird, never been on this side of the desk before, and announcing the matches too. Oh, and here we go, it's Vader. Now, me and my partner have been together some months, and you don't speak, but we have faced the same people time and time again. The rest of the roster is scared of us. So any tag team out there want to step in this ring and face us, make your way out here now, make your way out now and face us. And in above had fantastic and great wrestling, the Heavy Hitters defeated the Rock and Roll Express in their debut in 1441 when Vader defeated Ricky Morton by pinfall with a powerbomb. The Heavy Hitters make defense number 4 of their TNA World Tag Team title, 67C+. Robert Gibson 64, Ricky Morton 62, Vader 68, Ugandan Giant 55, proven in Rumble 67C+. And above had decent wrestling, but no other cheat. Masahiro Chono defeated Barry Orton in 815 by pinfall. Masahiro Chono 51, Barry Orton 31. His debut is badass gimmicks on Train of Willful. No recruits. How come in every single series I do, I've got Masahiro Chono everywhere? I have some problem with Masahiro Chono. I don't know what it is. He's in Impact Wrestling, he's in TNA. I swear he's in WWF 1985 and WWF Let the War Begin, apart from only the weekly he's not in, 46D. But anyway. In above had decent wrestling on cheats. Shinobi defeated Chris Benoit in 1503. By pinfall with not that. I don't know. I'll see. So Shinobi wins the TNA X Division title. He did not win with that finisher. Shinobi 41, Chris Benoit 44. No opponents there. Shinobi's now your X Division champion, 46D. And above had great wrestling of decent match crowd. Razor Ramon defeated Tetsuya Fujima in 940 by pinfall Razor's Edge. Tetsuya Fujima 64, Razor Ramon 59. Razor in performance, a 66C+. In above our good wrestling and decent wrestling card, LA Parker defeated Jim Neidhart in 1009 by pinfall Sky Twist Press. LA Parker 40, Jim Neidhart 68, no work appearance. Jim Duggan was put on the announce desk because he wasn't wrestling tonight. In above our had decent wrestling and cheat. The Nasty Boys defeat Darkness Falls in 951 with Jerry Sags 3, Ricky Knight by pinfall the double DDT. Ricky Knight 26, Sabu 50, Brian Knobs 36, Jerry Sags 27. Ricky Knight improving in performance. Ricky Knight seeing off his game. Ricky Knight and Sorry showed it to ago. Me, Gene, and Oakland and Mick Foley worked extremely well at the announce table together, but at the announce test, Mick Foley was pretty weak, 41D, not bad. In a decent match, Owen Hart defeated Tracy Smothers in 1042 by submission with the sharpshooter. Smothers 37, Owen Hart 61. Tracy Smothers in flying, Owen Hart in rumble and performance. 56C-, not bad. In above had decent wrestling, Yokozuna defeated Juice Thunder Liger in 1234 by pinfall with the Bonsai drop. Juice Thunder Liger 59, Yokozuna 28. No work for his visit. Read off his game and he was visibly tiring towards the end, 51D+. In above had decent wrestling, but Machi, the Great Muta defeat Archangel in 1530 by pinfall. Archangel 31, Great Muta 54. No work for his 48D+. In an exceptional match, Honky Tonk Man defeated Terry Funk in 1503 by pinfall with the Shake, Rattle and Roll. Honky Tonk Man 57, Terry Funk 75. Honky Tonk Man in Rumble, 70C+. In an exceptional match, Hercules Hernandez defeated Bret Hart in 1443 by pinfall with the Backbreaker Rack. Hercules Hernandez 57, Bret Hart 78. Hercules Hernandez in Rumble, 73B-. In above had decent wrestling, but no cheat. The Golden Boys defeated the Blade Runners in 1232 when Steven Regal defeated Ultimate Warrior by pinfall. Sting carried the match in terms of ring performance. Steven Regal 32, Roy Brookside 34, Ultimate Warrior 38, Sting 30-53. No work components for 47D. Video plays hyping Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Hennig. And about that had great wrestling and a decent match of the crowd. Kurt Hennig defeats Shawn Michaels in 1955 by pinfall the Hennigplex. He makes defense number 6 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Shawn Michaels 57, Kurt Hennig 71, a 70C+. And then Kurt Hennig celebrating his victory in the win when Dutch Martel runs in and attacks him, beating him down to the mat. David is Cowboy Gimmick's going to show above average, 51D+. Video plays hyping up Larry Zbyszko versus Ted DiBiase, 59C. In the next section match, Larry Zbyszko defeated Ted DiBiase in 1937 by pinfall. Ted DiBiase 84, Larry Zbyszko 62. No worker improvements. 74B-, which is not bad. So we end the show with a 74B-. Not the best show, I think we should have stuck to it. Increases our popularity in 2 regions because, of course, we're in the Great Lakes instead of in where we're normally shown to TV. I will see if I can get a TV deal over here to keep the popularity up so we can just keep going and building up our popularity in our local region instead of going on the road. Because at the moment that's not going to help us, I don't think, with the ratings. The 71C+, we could have done a lot better in the southeast. Right, so we'll see you live again for Maximum Impact in 2 weeks' time. Welcome back to TNA Maximum Impact. 560 tonight at the centre stage loft. Kurt comes out and he goes, so I've had enough of TNA Wrestling and these attacks. So every time I fought with someone comes out and attacks me. You see, Jerry left with his tail between his legs, and I tell you something, if this continues, I'm going to quit. One of your biggest stars will leave TNA before you even have a chance to say something about it, Mean Gene. And then Dutch comes out and he goes, if you can't handle the attacks, then don't be champion. You see, Kurt, these fans cheer for you. They like you. And it seems like you can't handle the heat of being at the top of the ladder. It's time you saw the true meaning of being champion and that target on your back. And here goes now. Now, my little plan worked. Hey, idiot. Plan worked. Be an idiot. Say going to quit. And you would come out here. My plan worked. Be an idiot. Say you're going to quit. And you would come out here. So you see, Dutch, I know these fans might not know you. But in 2 weeks, get your ball right, Brody. I'm going to face you in your match. Just for the record, I love Mean Gene, and I'll never quit on TNA. Henning. And at Turning Point, it's going to be a ball rope match. We'll do a touch the corners ball rope match. And that will be between Henning and Dutch Martel, and that will be the main event. I don't care if it's not going to do as good as the other matches, but Kurt Hennig versus Dutch Martel. 61C, nice. In about that great heat and good wrestling, the Rock and Roll Express defeated the Golden Boys in 7:45 and Ricky Morton defeated Robert Brookside by pin with the double drop kick. Stephen Regal 42, Robbie Brookside 43, Robert Gibson 69, Ricky Morton 70. No work from 63C. In about that great wrestling, a decent match of the crowd, Tetsuya Fujima defeated Masahiro Chono in 6:59 by pin for the Dragon Suplex. Tetsuya Fujima 69, Masahiro Chono 53. No work from 66C+. In about that fantastic and great wrestling, Jim Duggan and Terry Funk defeated Honky Tonk Man Hercules Hernandez in 7:52 when Terry Funk defeated Honky Tonk Man by pin of the power driver. Terry Funk 67, Jim Duggan 67, Hercules Hernandez 58, Honky Tonk Man 55, Hercules Hernandez and Technol 66C+. Now we're going to go to the local news teams where you are. And we come back and Paul Bearer is in the back and he goes, hello. 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 And welcome to the world of the supernatural. My name is Paul Bear, and the undead freak, the Undertaker, tonight he's going to make sure you see that the undead are undefeated. Oh, yes. Paul Bear Davies open lecture, so above average. Undertaker Davies dead man gimmicks got short of average. No work for his 58C-. In a crucial match, Undertaker defeat Chris Benoit in 5:25 by pin for the chokeslam. Benoit 55, Undertaker 47. No work improvements. These two have Undertaker and Paul Bearer and awkward pain. They just have no chemistry whatsoever. I'll work something out there. 55C-. In a extremely short match, Darkness Falls defeated Nasty Boys in 4:39 when Ricky Knight defeated Brian Knobs by pin for the pile driver. Ricky Knight 37, Sabu 59, Brian Knobs 41, Jay Sachs 34. No work improvements 50D+. Ricky Knight sustained an extreme bedhead in this match. I don't know what an extreme bedhead is. And our main event tonight is Dutch Martel versus Larry Zbyszko. In an exceptional match, Dutch Martel defeated Larry Zbyszko in 8:29 by pin of the power driver after stretch from Ted DiBiase. Dutch Martel 71, Larry Zbyszko 67. No work improvements. And we get a 68C+. Increased our popularity in 2 regions because I've now got a TV deal with some of the fun of the whatever you call it. You know I've got no teeth. Whatever it's called. Local Great Lakes, and that's the word I'm looking for. Local Great Lakes. So we've got a TV deal out there, so we won't lose our popularity out there. Guillermo Silos, Briscoe and Tofunk was happy with his speech, and we'll see you guys for Turning Point. Welcome to Turning Point. 554 people at the centre stage loft, and Guillermo Monsoon's in the back and he goes, welcome to Turning Point. The ball rope's ready for tonight's main event when the title's on the line. Also tonight, Mean Gene's got something for us to see. What is it? And Gene holds up this new belt and he goes, this is the TNA United States Championship, and tonight I have picked 4 men who deserve to hold this title. I have picked 4 men who deserve to hold this title. Now, you don't have to come from here to hold this title. It means you represent TNA across the United States, and that match is starting us off tonight. 59C. And in a decent match, Mick Foley defeated Razor Ramon, LA Park, and Owen Hart and those 3 heels. The order of match was Owen Hart first, and LA Park finally Razor Ramon. Mick Foley is now your first ever TNA United States champion. Foley 44, Razor Ramon 60, LA Parker 46, Owen 57, Owen Hart in Rumble 57C-. Nice opener. In a decent match, the Great Muda defeated Yokozuna in 7:34 by pinfall. Yokozuna 35, the Great Muda 66, Yokozuna performs at 58C-. He's on a one-night deal. We're just seeing how he goes. In a good match, Jim Nadine Hart defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in 6:53 by pinfall power slam. Bam Bam Bigelow 47, Jim Nadine Hart 62, no work for 60C. Not bad. In a decent match, Nasty Boys defeat Darkness Falls in 13:54, and Joey Sags defeat Ricky Knight by pinfall the double DDT. Sabu carried the match turns the ring performance. Ricky Knight 38, Sabu 61, Brian Knox 38, Joey Sags 35. No work appearance. 51D+. In a bad good wrestling and decent match, the crowd Shinobi defeat Chris Benoit in 15:20 by pinfall. I forgot to change that. It's not the snowplow. No clues. Shinobi makes defense number 1 of his TNA X Division title. Chris Benoit 55, Shinobi 51. Benoit in performance at 58C-. In a bad great heat and good wrestling, Terry Funk, Jim Duggan and Barry Orton defeat Archangel, Honky Tonk Man and Shawn Michaels in 12:21 when Archangel was eliminated first. Then Barry Orton, then Shawn Michaels, and finally Honky Tonk Man. Barry Orton 38, Jim Duggan 72, Terry Funk 72, Shawn Michaels 64, Honky Tonk Man 59, Archangel 37. Honky Tonk Man in Technical 64C. In a decent match, Tracy Smothers defeated Brian Adams in 11:46 by pin for the Southern Kick. Brian Adams 31, Tracy Smothers 42, no work points 40D-. In about Superb Wrestling, Great Heat, Ted DiBiase defeated Tetsuya Fujima in 12:20 by pinfall. Ted DiBiase 82, Tetsuya Fujima 70, is 78B. Nice. In about Great Heat and Good Wrestling, the Rock Hard Express defeated the Golden Boys in 12:57 when Ricky Morton defeated Steven Regal by pinfall the missile drop kicks. Steven Regal 43, Rory Brookside 47, Robert Gibson 67, Ricky Morton 68, Ricky Morton in Rumble, Rory Brookside in Technical 63C. In above that, fantastic in Great Good Wrestling, Larry Zbyszko defeated Hercules Hernandez in 13:44 by pinfall following botch in the first one, Teddy DiBiase. Hercules Hernandez 45, Larry Zbyszko 61. No work improvements, these two don't seem to click, 60C. In a good match, the Blade Runners defeat the Heavy Hitters in a Falls Count Anywhere match in 1955 when Sting defeated Vader by pinfall the Stinger Splash. The Blade Runners win the TNA World Tag Team titles. Turns the ring work, Vader's hand shoulders went out, Steel But Wires, Real and Strickhouse and performance. Rumble Boy 41, Sting 52, Vader 71, Ugandan Giant 56 to 65C. In about red Superb Wrestling and Good Heat, The Undertaker defeated Bret Hart in 15:24 by pinfall the chokeslam after Jim Cornette interfered. Jim Cornette debuted his Sports Agent gimmicks going from the ball. Bret Hart 77, Undertaker 68, no work on 76B-. In about Good Wrestling and decent match card, Juice von der Liger defeated Masahiro Chono in 9:40 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. Juice von der Liger 59, Masahiro Chono 45. These two don't click and it made for an awkward belt, 58C-. And then our main event tonight is Dutch Martel taking on Kurt Hennig. In an exceptional match, Dutch Martel defeated Kurt Hennig in a bull rope match in 1935, and Dutch Martel was the first to touch all corners. He wins the TNA World Heavyweight title. Martel 71, Hennig 75, Hennig in Rumble 73B-. That's how we end the show. We increase our popularity in 2 regions. Larry, Brett, and I'm going to give it to Ted as well, just because they did really well. Praised. Speech, so I was very pleased, but I was very happy, and Ted DiBiase was pleased. And we'll see you guys for another edition of Maximum Impact coming up in just a few ticks. So for tonight's show, we've gone back to the Great Lakes, where we get more wrestling fans because I've brought that company out in front of 1,613. And Ted DiBiase comes out and he goes, "So you know, wrestling is hostage for me. As I'm the biggest name here in TNA Wrestling. You've got the biggest names of wrestling in this ring. Only in July, jeez. And I'm going to be the star forever. You see, Lance Bisco, you think you're so good, the top guy? Have you not seen this place is changing? It's now the era of Dutch Martel. Now that means us will be getting more opponents. And because I go, you want to remember? I kicked your ass 3 times, Ted. So what? If Dutch is on top, how about you talk to him tonight? It's going to be me tagging with the former champion Kurt Hennig. So go and get the new champion Dutch Martel and bring him out here. So we can keep both your asses at once. A1B, Teddy Rossi and Lance Bisco both interacted well with the crowd, which is not bad. Nice to see. In about superb wrestling and great heat, The Undertaker defeated Terry Funk in 6:36 by pin of the chokeslam. Terry Funk's only won, Undertaker 66, the 71C+. In a decent match, Mick Foley defeated Shawn Michaels in 8:10 by pin of the double arm DDT. He makes defense number 1 of the TNA United States title. Shawn Michaels 58, Mick Foley 44. No work improvements. 56C-. In a decent match, the Heavy Hitters defeat the Nasty Boys in 8:19 when the Ugandan Giant defeated Jay Sags by pin of the Giant Splash. Brian Knobs 40, Jay Sags 32, Vader 865, and the Ugandan Giant 55. Brian Knobs in, what was that? Performance, wasn't it? Yep, performance. 56C-, not bad. And then Sting and the Ultimate Warrior come out and they go, something feels different, and I can't tell. Oh, right. Thank you. Piss off. All right, that's right. We are the tag team champions, and you're not. It might have taken weapons and tables, but in the end, we beat you. And then Warrior goes, you think you're getting these back? Hell no, you get your rematch. You get your rematch, so we're going to give it to you. It's Summerversary, our 1 year anniversary. And I know that's a long way off, but until then, we're the champions, and we're going to be fighting champions. So, as you can see, coming up is one of our big 4, which is Hard Justice. You then got No Surrender Sacrifice and a Slammiversary. Now, a Slammiversary is when they will get their rematch. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not going to continue the story between Heavy Hitters and Blade Runners. But the way it's going to be now is that they are not going to get a rematch and they're going to be annoyed about it. And they're going to have to wait until Slammiversary for the rematch. Because, hey, I've got to get there somehow. 47D. In a decent match, the Blade Runners defeated the Golden Boys in 8:18 when the Ultimate Warrior defeated Steven Regal by pin with a big splash. The Blade Runners make defense number 1 of their TNA Tag Team titles. Steven Regal 39, Rory Brookside 41, Ultimate Warrior 47, Sting 57. Ultimate Warrior and Rumble and Rory Brookside and Rumble 54C-. And above that, fantastic heat and good wrestling. Hercules Hernandez defeated Jim Duggan in 7:32 by pin for the back way correct. Hercules Hernandez and these two don't click. Hercules Hernandez improved in performance 59C. A video plays hyping up Dutch Martel, Ted DiBiase, Zabisco and Hennig. And then in an exceptional match, Ted DiBiase and Dutch Martel defeat Kurt Hennig and Larry Zabisco in 11:48 when Ted DiBiase defeated Larry Zabisco by pinfall after using a foreign object. Larry Zabisco's weakness to the cast in performance. Larry Zabisco 66, Kurt Hennig 77, Dutch Martel 78, Ted DiBiase 83. Zabisco and Rumble 72B-. 71C+, increased our popularity in 2 regions. I will be dealing with Larry Zabisco because he's not very popular over in this area of the country. We're only coming over every couple of months anyway. Not going to be doing too much over here at the moment, but they did really well, so happy. Kurt was happy with speech. Awesome. We'll see you live for the next big event. TNA Wrestling is sold out at the center stage. This is Hard Justice. Now, next year, this will be one of the big 4. For now, it is not going to be one of the big 4 because I ain't doing that. We're just going to have Bound for Glory as one of the big ones this year, and then Summerversary, we know when we get our TV shows. Gained heat, lost heat. Okay, Monsoon, welcome to TNA Wrestling, welcome to Hard Justice tonight. All the titles on the line as we go live, but someone will be missing sometime thanks to an injury. With updates and joining me tonight, me and Gene. Goes, thanks, yes, Owen. Yes, Owen Hart will be missing 5 months of action after an injury picked up at Stampede Wrestling. We wish him a safe and speedy recovery because all of us here in TNA are missing you, Owen. 61C. And we open up tonight in a battle of great wrestling and a decent match for the crowd. Shinobi defeated Juice van der Liger in 15:06 by pinfall of Jackknife Powerbomb. Shinobi makes defense number 2 of his TNA X Division title. Juice van der Liger 66, Shinobi 54. No work moments. Put Jim Nadine Hart on at the announce desk for this match so that he can be used. In a superb match, Darkness Falls defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 10:49. Where Ricky Knight defeated Robert Gibson by pin of the pile driver. Ricky Knight was weak link. Ricky Knight 37, Sabu 60, Robert Gibson 70, Ricky Morton 73, No Work Promo 66C+. In a bad Superb Wrestling and Great Heat, Jim Duggan defeated The Undertaker in 10:28 by pin for the running clothesline tackle. Jim Duggan 67, The Undertaker 73, 72 B-. And Paul Bearer is no longer his manager, Jim Cornette is, but he will be turning up in the next few weeks. I've noticed he's not been on the Maximum Impact since this year. He's only ever appeared on the big shows. In a bad Great Wrestling and decent match of the crowd, Razor Ramon defeated Chris Benoit in 11:47 by pin for the Razor's Edge. Benoit 56, Razor Ramon 63. He's improving in Technical. They're 64C. Nice. In a bad good heat and decent wrestling, the Heavy Hitters defeated Nasty Boys in 12:23 when Vader defeated Brian Knobbs by pin for the Powerbomb. In terms of ring work, Vader's head and shoulders were nuts. Brian Knobbs 45, Jay Sachs 37, Vader 65, the Ugandan Giant 54. No work appears 57C-. In a decent match, Mick Foley defeated Archangel in 15:18 by pinfall with a double arm DDT. Mick Foley makes defense number 2 of his TNA United States title. Archangel 35, Mick Foley 49. These two don't clip, I know that, you told me that, but I don't care. 48D+. In a decent match, Ali Parker, Masahiro Chono, and Yokozuna defeat Tracy Smothers, the Great Mutant Tetsuya Fujima in 14:56 when Masahiro Chono defeated Tracy Smothers by pinfall. Tetsuya Fujima 68, the Great Mutant 59, Tracy Smothers 37, Yokozuna 39, Masahiro Chono 47, and Ali Parker 42. Masahiro Chono in performance of 57C-. Not bad. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Honky Tonk Man in 15:33 by submission of Sharpshooter. Honky Tonk Man 57, Bret Hart 80. Honky Tonk Man improved in performance. Thank you. I don't know if I can highlight that now. But I didn't save that, that's fine. I forgot to highlight. Just wanted to say Honky, he is a heel. That's going to probably be one of the first feuds we do, because I am looking at ways of getting Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels up towards that main event scene, because they are brilliant wrestlers. An 80B 57, not bad. Honky Tonk Man improved performance, 74B-, not bad. In a battle with Fantastic and Great Wrestling, Terry Funk defeated Hercules and Hernandez in 14:50 by pin for the pile driver. Hercules and Hernandez 60, Terry Funk 67, no weapon 66C+. In a decent match, the Blade Runners defeated the Golden Boys in 16:17. And Umar Warrior defeated Barry Brookside by pin for the Big Splash. The Blade Runners make defense number 2 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. Steven Regal 46, Barry Brookside 47, Ultimate Warrior 45, Sting 60, Ultimate Warrior in Rumble, Warrior Brookside in Rumble, and Performance Regal in Rumble. 57C-. The Blade Runners are celebrating their victory in the ring, and then the Heavy Hitters turn up and beat them down. Of course, I told you that story will continue. In a decent match, Shawn Michaels defeated Barry Orton in 14:36 by pin for the Sweet Chin Music. Barry Orton 36, Shawn Michaels 62, no work points 56C-. And our semi-main of the night is Ted DiBiase taking on Mr. Kurt Hennig, 62C. With Larry Zbyszko, the living legend, on commentary. In an exceptional match, Ted DiBiase defeated Kurt Hennig in 2016 by pinfall. Ted DiBiase 82, Kurt Hennig 84, no work appearance. So the living legend Larry Zbyszko was on the commentary table, and in our next match, which of course is Dutch Martel defending his title against Larry Zbyszko, 76B-. Ouch. Once again, Kurt Hennig's on the table. In an exceptional match, Dutch Martel defeated Larry Zbyszko in 1940 by pin with a handful of tights. Dutch Martel makes defense number 1 of his TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Larry Zbyszko 82, Dutch Martel 84, 76B-. Obviously, I don't like that sort of finish in the main event, so we'll never do that again. Number 1 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. So we're going to end the show there with 75B-. Increased our popularity, but we're going to give that to Kurt, and we're going to give it to Ted because they pulled out the best match. And we'll give it to Larry Zbyszko. Praised, and praised. Kurt Hennig, Ted, and Larry Zbyszko is pleased. And I'll see you guys for another edition of Maximum Impact. We're now 3 months away from the end of this episode. In front of 336 people at the NM McGee Park multi-use room. Kurt Hennig's in the ring and he goes, 3 months, I would have been here in Impact for 1 year. That means Impact has been around for a whole year. Now, I'm no longer the champion, but I put too much in the basket and put myself in his match. I let down the fans, I let TNA Wrestling, and now I'm not going to catch my rematch until 3 months' time at Summerversary. I warn you, actually, The night I made my first appearance on Impact. Now this is the last Maximum Impact until November, as we're going to do one event a month now. Now Dutch, I'm going to let you pick the match, but I'm going to kick your ass at Summerversary. And Dutch kind of goes, really? You're not booked to wrestle tonight, but you're here. So I'm going to tell you what the match is going to be. Let's do this in a steel cage, and if I win, you have to go through a whole year without going for the title. And if you win, I'll leave TNA Wrestling for good. And Kurt just goes, you on. So yeah, we've got another big match booked for Summerversary, which is a cage. As a Dutch, as these two freaking mid-carders. I don't know why it says faces. We'll face one-on-one Kurt Hennig versus Dutch Martel inside a cage, 74B minus. In a good match, Jim Nadine Hart defeated Masahiro Chono in 7:59 by pin for the Anvil Flatliner. Masahiro Chono 39, Jim Nadine Hart 69. This one C. In the next session match, the Rock and Roll Express defeat the Heavy Hitters in 7:34 when Ricky Morton defeated Vader by pin for the double drop kick. Robert Gibson 67, Ricky Morton 72, Vader 67, Ugandan Giant 53. Noah Career 67C+. In a superb match, Hercules and Andes defeat Tetsuya Fujima in 7:59 by pin for the backbreaker rack. Tetsuya Fujima 61, Hercules and Andes 58. Hercules and Andes improved in form 63C. In a battle at Superb Wrestling and Great Heat, Isaac Bisco defeated Razor Ramon in 10:30 by pinfall, following a botched interference by Razor Ramon 60, Larry Zbysko 80. That was meant to be Ted DiBiase, so 75B minus. I don't know how I did a botched interference on myself. Razor Ramon, 75B minus. In an exceptional match, Shawn Michaels defeated Terry Funk in 8:22 by pinfall the Sweet Chin Music. Terry Funk 82, Shawn Michaels 64, 74B minus. Video plays hyping up Ted DiBiase versus Bret Hart. And in the next session match, Ted DiBiase defeated Bret Hart in 14:50 by pinfall. No welcome as Ted DiBiase 89, Bret Hart 81. And that's where we end the show with a increased our popularity in 3 regions. Because I haven't got a bloody clue where the show would put us, or the company, the people would put us tonight. But yeah, that's our show book. I haven't got a clue where we were for this show. But hey, increased our popularity in 3 regions. And we'll be back to normal next week because I forgot to check that. So I'll see you guys for 2 more events and then we'll be over and done with. Or 3 more events. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 2,000. Jesus Christ, we got 2,000 people at the University of Memphis. I was only expecting 1,200 tonight. Monsoon's in, he goes, hello and welcome. This is the last month me and Gene will be joining us tonight. Tonight, can you stop doing that when I'm recording? Thank you. We have a huge night of action, including Kurt Hennig and Alex Zbysko versus Ted DiBiase and TNA World Champion Dutch Martel. But let's ask me and Gene. The show are now 4 hours long each. But are the rumours true? The Fabulous Freebirds here tonight. Gene goes, I can confirm the Fabulous Freebirds are here tonight and will challenge the Blade Runners to the Tag Team Gold. And also tonight, WWE Tag Team The Killer Bees have arrived. And they're in the opener match. I'm going to miss this, but I'm getting ready to be ring announcer and interview again. 660+. In a battle of great wrestling and great heat and good wrestling, the Heavy Hitters defeated the Killer Bees in 14:41 when Vader defeated Jim Burnsill by pin with the powerbomb. Brian Baer 53, but Jim Burnsill 56. Vader 69, the Ugandan Giant 55. Jim Burnsill improving in performance, so 65C. In a battle of great wrestling and a decent match of cards, Shinobi defeated the Great Muta in 14:46 by pin for the Jackknife Powerbomb. Shinobi makes defense number 3 of his TNA X Division title. The Great Muta 67, Shinobi 53. No records. I will be revealing who he is at some point. 67C+. In a battle of great good wrestling and a decent match of cards, Juice from the Liger defeated Masahiro Chono in 15:14 by pin for the Liger Bomb. Masahiro Chono 45, Liger 60. No records. I know those two don't click. 58C-, but I don't care. I needed a good match. In a decent match, LA Parker defeated Mike Rapid in 14:32 by pin for the Enziguri. Mike Rapid 35, LA Parker 50. Mike Rapid in performance 47D. Thank you for joining us for one night. In a battle of great wrestling and great heat and good wrestling, the Rock and Roll Express defeated Darkness Falls in 14:43 when Ricky Morton defeated Sabu by pin for the double dropkick. Ricky Knight was a weak link. Robert Gibson 61, Ricky Morton 64, Ricky Knight 37, Sabu 50-53. No work improvements. 60C. Okay, whatever. It's a bit of heat, but not a problem. In about that good wrestling and D-Smash the crowd, Archangel defeat Tetsuya Fujima in 14:30 by pin of the Liger Bomb. Tetsuya Fujima 72, Archangel 42, no work for 65C. In about that fantastic and great wrestling, Terry Funk defeated Hercules Hernandez in 15:18 by pin of the Pile Driver. Terry Funk 62, Hercules Hernandez 58, no work for 63C. In a good match, Jim Duggan defeated Brian Adams in 14:44 by pin of the One Old Glory knee drop. Brian Adams 37, Jim Duggan 69, Brian Adams in Rumble 61C. In a decent match, Tracy Smalls defeated Jeff Sword in 15:13 by pin of the Southern Kick. Jeff Sword 33, Tracy Smalls 39, no work for 39D-. In a bad great wrestling and good heat, The Undertaker defeated Mick Foley in 14:44 by pin for the chokeslam. The Undertaker wins the TNA United States title. Undertaker 74, Mick Foley 55. Undertaker's getting better. His gimmick 73B-. Nice. In a decent match, Yokozuna defeated Barry Orton in 11:25 by pin of the Bonsai drop. Yokozuna 39, Barry Orton 34. Yokozuna improving in what's that, performance, 39D-. In a decent match, the Golden Boys defeated Nasty Boys at 13:25 when Steven Regal defeated Jerry Sachs by pinfall. Brian Knobs 43, Jerry Sachs 36, Steven Regal 44, Roy Brookside 47, Nova Prince 46D. In a bad superb wrestling and great heat, Shawn Michaels defeated Bret Hart in 14:59 by pin of the Sweet Chin Music. Bret Hart 77, Shawn Michaels 68, no work wins 75B-. In a bad great wrestling in a decent crowd, Razor Ramon defeated Benoit in 14:06 by pin of the Razor's Edge. Ramon 68, Benoit 55, no work wins 67C+. In a bad fantastic and great wrestling, Jim Nadine Hart defeated Honky Tonk Man in 15:15 by pin of the Anvil Flatliner. Honky Tonk Man 58, Jim Nadine Hart 65, Nadine Hart in Technol 66C+. Video plays hyping up your semi-main tonight as the Fabulous Freebirds take on the Blade Runners for the TNA World Tag Team titles. In a bad superb wrestling and great heat, the Blade Runners defeat the Fabulous Freebirds in 1954 when Sting defeated Terry Gordy by pin for the Stinger Splash. The Blade Runners make defense number 3 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. 1954, Terry Gordy was 10 shoulders and up, Steve Otmawai's the weak link. Terry Gordy 91, Michael Haynes 75, Steve Otmawai 47, Sting 61. Michael Haynes Egomaniac great, Terry Gordy bully average. Terry Gordy in performance, I don't know how he can improve, and he's already at 91. So having the Fabulous Freebirds on the roster might have been a bad idea. 65C. Video plays hyping up Henning versus Sabisco versus Ted DiBiase and Martel, which is the two storylines. Yes, a 76. In the exceptional match, Kurt Hennig and Larry Zbyszko defeat Dutch Martel and Ted DiBiase in 25:29 when Larry Zbyszko defeat Ted DiBiase by pinfall. Larry Zbyszko 82, Hennig 83, Ted DiBiase 82, and Dutch Martel 84. No work improvements. I don't know how or why. Going to show there, increase our popularity in 2 regions, that's fine. Terry Gordy, I don't know what the hell's going on with you, I'm going to have to look into that. Kurt Hennig, and I'm going to go to Dutch, because everybody, those are the people who deserved it. Complimented and complimented. Terry, Kurt, and Dutch. Right, and I'll see you guys next month for the next episode, Sacrifice. Well, I fixed it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's been fixed, yay, everything's working. Do you know what? I'm going to back out of this very quickly. I'm going to load up the game again before I click run. I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to go to the southeast and I'm going to book a 3,000 seat arena instead of wherever the fuck the game's trying to make me go now. Sorry about this, guys. This is because I forgot to do this bit before starting recording, so you get to have a bit of an inside knowledge of what's going on. The final one before the thingy, I want to try and get as much done on WF 1994 before my fiance comes home. Because I'm going to see if she wants to, while we're having dinner, watch 90 Day Fiance. Yes, I know I'm weird. I like it. It's good. We've got a lot of things. Daytona Beach, Florida. There we go, at the Moore Gymnasium. There you go, you know where we are tonight. Sacrifices from Daytona Beach. 3,000 people, we sold it out! Woo! Welcome back to TNA and Sacrifice. In 1 month is the 1 year anniversary. Tonight, Jesse returns, and this is going to cause some explosions. This is the final event. Before ever. I don't know why I put ever. It just goes, I return, I'm glad to be back. And now TNA's back to normal. A lot has changed, but tonight, now everything tonight is the 8-man tag team action. Mean Gene, get this show underway. 71C+. And he means this. In a decent match, the Killer Bees and the Blade Runners defeat the Heavy Hitters and the Golden Boys In 1958, when Jim Burnsill defeated Steven Regal by pinfall. Ultimate Warrior 46, Sting 50, Brian Bear 48, Jim Burnsill 48, Steven Regal 40, Roy Brookside 41, Vader 56, and Udogan the Giant 56. Brian Bear and Jim Burnsill both improving performance, while on the Killer Bees 55 C-. I fixed it, which I'm not going to tell the people on YouTube, I'm guessing. Well, you will know that now because you're watching it. In a decent match, The Undertaker defeated Mick Foley in 20 minutes 20 by pinfall the Tombstone. The Undertaker makes defense number 1 of the United States title. Mick Foley 51, The Undertaker 65. No work improvements. 65C, not bad. In a decent match, Tetsuya Fujima defeated Archangel by pinfall. Defeated Archangel in 14:53 by pinfall with a Dragon Suplex. Tetsuya Fujima 60, Archangel 37, no work points 54 C-. In the next section match, the Fabulous Freebirds defeated the Rock and Roll Expressmen. Terry Gordy defeated Ricky Morton by pinfall the Powerbomb. Let me just get this shirt, which is on my freaking foot. It's somehow attached to my foot and won't leave me alone. By pinfall the Powerbomb. At least Terry Gordy's now dropped to an 82. 80B, Robert Gibson's Ben Bates, Grant Gullivant, Jess Ventura. We got a chemistry and cool match to go, which was upset when he's leaving us for 3 months. Gibson 67, Morton 66, Terry 82, Haynes 73, Gordy in performance and 80D. In above that, good rest in a decent match across. Shawn Michaels defeated Jim the Dean Hart in 14:57 by pinfall the Sweet Chin Music. Jim the Dean Hart 61, Shawn Michaels 59. No work improved 63C. In above that, great decent wrestling on the sheet. Massimo Chono, Juice from the Liger and the Great Muta. Massimo Chono defeated Juice from the Liger and Great Muta in 14:46. The order of elimination was the Great Muta first and Juice from the Liger. Massimo Chono's the weak link. From the Liger 56, Massimo Chono 40, Great Muta 53, Great Muta improved in performance. Now I'm going to be booking a few more matches for Sacrifice tonight. One of those matches will be for the X Division title. It debuted. It debuted within the year, and because it's our 1 year anniversary, we're going to throw it out there. My friends, Chris Benoit. I'm not sure who the other face is going to be. I'm thinking probably. Nope, not Muta. It's got to be someone who can probably pull up with with the style of match, and the person I was going to put in is injured, so it will probably. Oh, Tracy Smothers. There you go. So Tracy Smothers will be in this match along with, of course, it will have to have Mr. Shinobi, who I am not revealing who that is yet, in the one corner. Shinobi will be in one corner, and Masahiro Chono will also be in this match. So that is your Ultimate X match for Slammiversary. We'll be having that. The Undertaker, Mick Foley has asked The Undertaker to stand up. And he will stand up in a 1v1. That's brawl base. So where's the regular one done? Because we have had it. Save. It's obviously not on here now. Thank you. Save. Yes, thank you. Can we just get on with it? Thank you. Falls count anywhere. I should have a. I haven't had a falls count anywhere match yet. 1v1 falls count anywhere. Right. We have done it, but obviously I haven't had to do this before. Do you know what? I won't have. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that because that's bad. So yeah, The Undertaker versus Mick Foley will happen one last time on this show, as Mick Foley will take on The Undertaker for that United States title. We've already got the other matches. We've got Heavy Hitters versus the Blade Runners. That match is also going to be inside a special match. Now I need to go to 1v1 to do it, and that's the Cage Weapons Warfare match 1. Great match. So this is going to be a cage match, weapons, warfare match, which will be the tag team version. Because we're going to have the cage match twice in one night, because it's going to be there. So that's how this is going to work. To 2v2 cage, weapons, warfare match. So yeah, there's going to be weapons, there's going to be violence, it's going to be a bloodbath. But this is our 1 year anniversary, and I wanted it to be very important. So I have made this match a reality for me, and eventually, next year we'll be having the Lethal Lockdown match at TNA Lockdown. So the Lethal Lockdown match will be happening, but that'll be the Heavy Hitters taking on the Blade Runners, the Ultimate X match. We're not debuting a ladder match just yet. I think it's a bit early for that, but I do like a ladder match, but we ain't going to be doing that. I think we've got enough of this show already, but we've got a few more things coming up where a ladder match might debut. 55C minus in a poor match, LA Parker defeated Barry Orton in 14:33 by pinfall squad twister press. Barry Orton 36, LA Parker 42, no work for his 42D. In a superb match, Hercules Hernandez defeated Kurt Hennig when Kurt Hennig was carrying out fighting Dutch Martel at ringside. Hercules Hernandez 54, Kurt Hennig 77, the TNA World title storyline advance segment. In a decent match, Shinobi defeated Yokozuna, Chris Benoit, and Trace Smothers in 2004. The order match was Trace Smothers first, then Yokozuna, and finally Chris Benoit. Shinobi makes defense on before the X Division title. Smothers 37, Yokozuna 38, Chris Benoit 49, Shinobi 48. Shinobi in performance in Yokozuna and Techno 49D+. And above that decent match, the crowd was subpar wrestling, and Nasty Boys defeat Darkness Fools in 1504 when Jerry Sags defeated Ricky Knight by pinfall for the double DDT. Knobs 42, Sags 32, Ricky Knight 38, Sabu 50, Brian Knobs in performance of 46D. And above that, decent wrestling and a good wrestling and decent match of Carl Bret Hart defeated Razor Ramon in 14:57 by submission and sharpshooter. Bret Hart 64, Razor Ramon 59, no work for 66C+. In above that, great wrestling and good heat, Ted DiBiase defeated Terry Funk in 14:35 by pinfall after distraction of Honky Tonk Man. Terry Funk 64, Ted DiBiase 76, no workers improvements, and that is our ladder match. I will be, I am having a ladder match as well. Where is ladder? There it is. And it will be Honky Tonk Man versus Terry Funk. Now I will be explaining the rules at the top of Summerversary for the ladder match. So the rule, so that will be explained a bit later on, but it's going to be a ladder match. Awesome. And then in a superb match, Honky Tonk Man defeated Larry Zbyszko by pinfall shake, rattle and roll following interference from Ted DiBiase. Honky Tonk Man 55, Larry Zbyszko 76, Honky Tonk Man in Technical 72B-. And then we have Dutch Martel, and he goes, "Tonight, I defend this title against Jim Duggan. But when I beat him in 4 weeks, I face Kurt Hennig again. Now, Kurt, you think you're going to send me packing? You think you're going to wipe me out 4 weeks? Sorry, not happening. Watch this match and see what I'm going to do you 100 times worse in the steel cage." 72B-. Only gets 63C. That's the angle at the end of the show. Have we skipped the main event? No, the main event is here. That was meant to happen after the main event. 81B, holy shit. In an exceptional match, Dutch Martel defeated Jim Duggan in 2019 by pinfall pile driver. Dutch Martel makes defense number 2 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Jim Duggan 69, Dutch Martel 78. Jim Duggan is improving in performance on 81B. Not bad. And then after the match was meant to be Kurt Hennig comes out and attacks Dutch Martel to hype up the end of the show. 79 freaking B. My friends, that's what you call a great wrestling show. I'm going to go to Jim Duggan because he was in the best match of the night. So we're gonna be praising these two. I'm going to be complimenting them on a good performance. Dutch Martel says he's very happy, and Jim Duggan, please. So I'll see you guys live with Summerversary. 1 whole year done, and then I've got the fun bit to do. It's like a bloody oh god, I've just opened up the internet. That's it, close that. And then I've got to play Can You Find the Chocolate Behind the Doors? Because I'm going to have to edit all 20 of these videos into one nice long video for you next week before I even start thinking about recording any of the WWF and that they'll all begin. But 3,799 people at the Bud Adams Equestrian Centre, which is for horses, I do believe. I know something about equestrians. So Gino Cullen's in the ring. When I say open up tonight, goes, "Well, yeah, guys, so this ring and welcome you to TNA Wrestling." On that night, only 108 fans showed up. Now, we are getting over 3,000 fans for this show. Tonight, ESPN has picked up the company tonight for the next year. Tonight and for the next year. They'll show all events, and starting next month, all events will happen on Sunday nights. 1 week from tonight, we'll bring you TNA Impact, our weekly 1-hour TV show, and it will be live. On tonight at ringside will be Guillem Monsieur and Jess Hunter. These two people are the voices of TNA and will still be here this time next year. Now tonight there is a ladder match, and I know it's confused people. Above this ring will be a contract or a title shot bound for in January. The person to climb the ladder and retrieve it first will receive the contract. Now on to the Ultimate X, where you're not allowed to use ladders and you must use the ropes to grab the title. Let's get this show underway. Now I would like to say this: that Summerversary is live tonight on ESPN. They were available to hire a contract. They have agreed to do 1 year with my events and 1 year with my TNA Impact. So from now on, we're on ESPN. Whoop whoop. And in a decent match, Shinobi defeated Masahiro Chono, Trace Mills, and Chris Benoit In an ultimate match in 19 minutes 33, and Shinobi retrieved the item. Shinobi makes events number 5 is TNA Wrestling title. Benoit 51, Masahiro Chono 47, Tracy Mills 41, and Shinobi 48. No work minutes 52D+. In a Barrage Fantasy and Great Wrestling, the Fabulous Freebirds defeat the Rock and Roll Express in 2003 and Terry Gordy defeat Ricky Morton by pinfall with the Oriental Spike. Robbie Gibson 64, Ricky Morton 64, Terry Gordy 77, Michael Haynes 71. Robbie Gibson Rumble, Michael Haynes in Rumble, Flying in Performance, and Terry Gordy in Performance 76B-. In above our decent wrestling with a match, Juice from the Liger defeated Archangel in 12:46 by pinfall the Shioty. Archangel 35, Liger 53, no work improvements for 49D+. In a decent match, Darkness Falls defeated the Killer Bees in 15:04 and Ricky Knight defeated Jim Burnsville by pinfall the Pile Driver. Brian Blair 48, Jim Burnsville 52, Ricky Knight 36, and Sabu 55. Jim Burnsville in Performance, Brian Blair's getting Blair's gimmick 52D+. In a decent match, The Undertaker defeated Mick Foley in a 1v1 Falls Count Anywhere match in 2026 by pinfall the Chokeslam. The Undertaker makes fans number 2 of his United States title. Mick Foley 49, Undertaker 65, no workman 65C. In a poor match, Barry Orton defeated LA Parker in 15-12 by pinfall the Pile Driver. Barry Orton 36, LA Parker 44, Barry Orton technical 43D. In above our good wrestling and decent crowd, Shawn Michaels defeated Jim Nadino in 14:59 by pinfall the Sweet Chin Music. Jim Nadino at 58, Shawn Michaels 59, no workman 63C. In a decent match, the Nasty Boys defeated the Golden Boys in 15:02 and Jay Sykes defeated Robbie Brookside by pinfall the Double DDT. Brian Knobbs 44, Jay Sykes 38, Steven Regal 42, Robbie Brookside 45, Jay Sykes in Technical 45D. In a decent match, Bret Hart defeated Yokozuna in 15:26 by submission as Sharpshooter. Yokozuna 36, Bret Hart 64, Yokozuna in Performance of 58C-. In a good match, Hercules and Andes defeated Jim Duggan, Tetsuya Fujima, and Tetsuya Fujima in 2020. The order elimination was Tetsuya Fujima first, and then Jim Duggan. Jim Duggan 68, Hercules and Andes 59, Tetsuya Fujima 60, and no work improvement 59C. In a decent match, the Great Muta defeated Razor Ramon in 12:38 by pinfall. Razor Ramon 58, the Great Muta 54. Razor Ramon in Performance and the Great Muta in Performance 60C, not bad. In a decent match, the Blade Runners defeated the Heavy Hitters in a 2v2 Cage Weapons Warfare match in 2023 when Sting defeated the Ugandan Giant by pinfall the Stinger Splash through the table. The Blade Runners make defense number 4 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. Vader 58, the Ugandan Giant 57, Ultimate Warrior 49, the Sting 56. Ultimate Warrior in Technical and Flying Skills of 61C. In about that good wrestling and special crowd, Terry Funk defeated Honky Tonk Man in 14:46 when Terry Funk retrieved the item. Honky Tonk Man 56, Terry Funk 61. No work improvements to 65C. Now we have Larry Zbyszko in the back. He gets a 78B and he goes, "For months you have stalked me and attacked me, and tonight Ted DiBiase comes to an end. Tonight it ends. When I ping you 1, 2, 3, that is this over. I'm not going to face you anymore. It's all done. Tonight live, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat and show you I am the true locker room leader." In about Superb Wrestling and Great Heat, Larry Zbyszko defeated Ted DiBiase in 2014 by pinfall. Ted DiBiase 76, Larry Zbyszko 73, Larry Zbyszko in Flying at 69C+. I don't know why this match did so bad. I don't know if it's because we're in the wrong area. I don't think we are. You see this belt? I took this away from Kurt, and now I'm going to kick his ass in the ring. When that cage gets lowered from the ceiling, it's going to be the end of Kurt heading in TNA Wrestling, because for a whole year, he's not going to be able to come after this TNA World title, and that means I'm not going anywhere. 76B-. And then, oh, nice, 82B, I can cope with that. In an exceptional match, Dutch Martel defeated Kurt Hennig in a 1v1 cage match in 24:29 by pinfall the Pile Driver. Dutch Martel makes defense number 3 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Dutch Martel 78, Hennig 74, no work boots. After the match, Terry Funk wins and attacks and beating down Martel. Makes no sense now, but it will do on the next episode. So we end with a 78B. I am freaking impressed with that. I'm going to freaking punch Larry Zbyszko and Ted DiBiase. I think that's because I had to... they can be told they could do better. And I'm going to give Dutch... It's probably because I had to praise him for great performance. Dutch Martel seemed pleased. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We've done 1 year of TNA Impact. I know I missed the end of the year results, but it's all the same. All Japan, All Japan, All Japan. Episode number 2 we'll be doing 1 month. Or maybe 2, I don't know yet. Depends because I'm moving everything around. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you all for watching and enjoying an entire year of TNA Wrestling, even though I thought the entire thing broke and I was really annoyed. But it's all working now. I'll see you guys again real soon.